You are listening to the Ditch the Budget podcast, and I am your host, Heidi Rumor. I'm a wife, a mom of 2 young boys, and I've spent the last 17 years in financial services as a licensed financial planner, insurance specialist, and debt crusher. My goal is to show you that there's more to life than counting calories and paying bills, and that you truly can get out of debt and build wealth without the restrictive budgets and complicated spreadsheets. So if you're ready to reduce your financial stress and truly live the life of your dreams, then tune in and let's do this. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Ditch the Budget podcast. I'm your host, Heidi Rumor, and I am bringing you an episode that I have not really talked a lot about. And that's my bad, because this is definitely something that I should have been talking about a heck of a lot more when it comes to your finances, your goal setting, and that is passive income. Now, here's why I want to talk about this now and why I think this is so important to, number one, understand what it is, and number two, figure out how to make it a reality, is because we are now 3 weeks into January, and out of the last 12 working days, I've only been able to work 4. And that's because of various lockdowns. We had a couple snow days. Tomorrow's going to be another snow day, so I'm going to lose another day of work. And it's just becoming more and more evident to me. And actually, part of my goal setting for this year was to increase the amount of passive income that comes into our home. And I didn't really know why. I just had this feeling that it's something that I wanted to look into. What are the different ways that I can make that happen? And it's just becoming more and more clear how important that is. Now, I guess I should back up. What is passive income? So, really, passive income is something that you are not trading your time for. You're not at a job, you're not maybe creating something, or maybe you've already created something and you're just literally selling it in your sleep. So it could be a digital offer, an online offer, an ebook, a book. It could be real estate, and oftentimes it is real estate. It could be turning your home into an Airbnb. There are so many different ways to earn passive income. And it's one of the ways that I'm really looking to expand in 2022. And not for reasons that you might think. It's for reasons like this when, our I feel like I'm juggling so much: a business, a family, my relationships with my husband, my kids, my parents, my sibling, my friends. I feel like I'm being pulled in so many different directions. And when something like a pandemic hits, you have to take a hard look at so many different areas in your life. Where are the areas that you need help in, whether it's personally, whether it's in your business, if you're a business owner, or whether it's at work, in your marriage, whatever is an itch that you just can't really shake, it probably is something that needs your attention. And for me, that really was, how can I make money in my sleep? Not to be a wealthy woman, which of course that is definitely part of my overall plan, is to become a wildly wealthy woman in order to have huge impact on this world and be able to employ I've talked about this, so I'm not going to get into it, but part of my strategy to becoming a wildly wealthy woman is passive income. And so one of the things that I hope my husband's not gonna listen to this, because he doesn't even really know this, but I really want to add 2 investment properties to our portfolio this year. I don't know how I'm going to make it happen. I honestly don't. It feels like a stretch to even do one. So I'm like, oh, why not try 2? So I don't know how I'm going to make it happen, but I know that it's something that I want because I need this passive income. It's turned into, it's not that I just want it, I need it. And I need it for so many different reasons. This pandemic has really shown me that as a woman, pulled in so many different areas, especially as a female entrepreneur with children. And of course, I can only offer my perspective through my own lens, and my lens is offering me this perspective. So please, if you have a different experience, that's wonderful and great. I'm just sharing mine. My experience has been, and a lot of my clients has been this load over the last 18 months, 2 years. My gosh, we're coming up to 2 years is largely falling on women. And if you are a woman who's also a business owner, who also has young kids, in my opinion, and throw in a mix, if you are a teacher or an essential worker, oh my goodness, I can't even. At least my husband and I have the flexibility to be able to rearrange our schedules, to be able to work at night if I need to. And it's not ideal, but we were able to do that. And I hate the word, but we were able to pivot. My heart goes out to all of those families that just aren't able to do that. And I see light at the end of the tunnel, but I also am not leaving my life, my children's future, our future to somebody else making decisions for me. And I know that the only ways I can do that is by increasing my income. It's not by cutting my spending because that's not enjoyable. Who wants to do that? I don't want to cut my spending. I want to increase my income. And I want to do it in a passive way, in a way that doesn't require my time, which is already being used up in so many different ways, that does not require my time. So, my advice, if I can offer any of it, is if you do not know how to get passive income into your life, learn about it. Understand what feels good to you. Maybe you're an avid gardener and you can teach me how to keep my plants alive because Lord knows I need all the help I can get. Create an ebook, sell it. When you're in a group, a mom group, and somebody's asking about a plant, you can offer it to them. You can build a business around a $5 ebook. There are ways that you can have passive income. I said this on a workshop that I did not too long ago that, and if you know me, that I am petrified of dogs. It's gotten a lot better, but I'm not what you would call a dog person. I'm not necessarily a cat person either, but I'm just definitely not a dog person. And I've always said that if I was a dog person and I had to go take my dog out for a walk every day, you better believe that I would also be offering that time, because I have to do it anyways, to offer other people in my community that maybe don't have the ability, the mobility, the time to walk their own pets. I would definitely offer that as a service because heck, if I can make 20 bucks walking my own dog or 40 or 60, like some of these dog walkers make a killing. I just think that if there's a will, there's a, but it really does start with your plan. What feels good to you? If you have something that people are asking you questions for, your friends, your family, they're coming to you for advice, I suggest figuring out a way to create a product out of that, whether it's an ebook, a checklist, a guide, something that you just need to create one time and you can literally sell it in your sleep. Find things that you're interested in, that you're passionate about, and turn that passion into something. I think that the best way to do that is something that is going to be passive income. Now, for us, really, really am interested in having multiple properties. Like I'm talking hundreds. And I know that sounds crazy and super ambitious because we only have one right now, but it starts at one. So start at one. And then hopefully by the end of this year, I can proudly say that we were the owner of three investment properties. Again, it feels like, how the heck am I ever going to do that? But I know that the way that I want to have that passive income come in, which for us is real estate. And then the second point of that is I'm investing in figuring out how to make that a reality. What is it that I need to do in order to make that a reality? And it's interesting. I'm learning a whole new set of skills. I'm excited to talk about it. If you're interested, let me know. I'd love to share what I'm learning. But I think my message today is really around passive income. Figure out a way to get it in your life because I think if the last 2 years have been any indication, we need to start taking our finances definitely into our own hands. I'm shocked at where we are today, and I just really am hopeful for the future, but I also am really getting wildly uncomfortable in learning about something that I think could really change my family's future. So that's my message for you today. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a screenshot of it, share it in your stories. I would love to hear from you. Of course, I'm always here for conversation and connection. So please send me a message. I would love to chat and hope you're all having a great day. I would love to hear. Actually, if you want, you can tag me in your stories and tell me what type of passive income actually lights you up. I would love to hear it. Awesome rest of your day. And we'll see you on the next episode of the Ditch the Budget podcast. Thanks, everyone.